Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian. If you've never seen me before, go ahead and like this video because I know you're going to like it already. Subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you never miss another upload. And if you already are subscribed, then hey girl, welcome back to the party. Do you guys like my hair like this? I've been had this little green wig for a while. Y'all have seen it already, but I don't know. I kind of just want to have... I've just been tired of that curly hair, girl. But I mean, I'm in hair. I can't get no new hair. If anybody's watching this and sell hair, send me some hair, please, and thank you. But yes, so hope y'all like this little green look. But we can go ahead and talk about how long you should date somebody before y'all get into a serious committed relationship. Now, I think that this topic is so interesting because I asked this not too long ago on my Instagram story. If you don't follow my Instagram, what is going on with you, girl? My Instagram is by Christian G. Make sure you guys follow me. But yeah, girl, I asked the question and I had some people saying 3 months, some people saying 6 months, some people saying, oh, there is no time, whatever, girl. I want to talk about it, okay? And if you guys have any opinions, let me know down below. Go ahead and let me know before we even get started. How long do you think you should date somebody before y'all not move in together, girl? I'm stuck on the last video. How long you think you should date somebody before y'all get into a serious committed relationship? How long, girl? Go ahead and let me know. 6 months, a year? Let me know, girl, and I'm gonna tell you what I think. So, I am what you would like to call a serial monogamist, okay? I have been in relationships back to back to back to back with like a 2-year gap, I think, in between, since I was like 14. Yeah, when I was 14, I was in relationships back to back to back until I was 19. And then when I was 19, I took a break for like a year or two. And then I've been in relationships since then, like since I was like 21, and I am 25, okay? Oh, I'm not 25 yet. I'm 24, but I'm just ready to be 25. I'm just ready. So I've just been saying it already, girl. Hell, might as well. I don't even know what day it is, okay? Somebody was talking about Mother's Day. I was like, Mother's Day? I didn't even know what forgot we was in May, girl. But anyway, like I said, so I'm a serial monogamist. I get into a lot of relationships. And you will find that serial monogamists usually meet somebody if they like them a whole lot and the other person likes them a whole lot. They get into a relationship in like a month, 2 months. It's usually really, really quick because when you are used to monogamy and you love monogamy like I do, I'm never going to have a bunch of niggas on my roster. Like, that's never going to happen. If I'm dating, I'm usually dating one person. And if I don't like you enough to date you, I'm not going to go on a date with you. Like, the people that I'm attracted to, like, I'm attracted to a very specific type of person. Like, if I'm dating a dude, well, of course, if I'm dating a dude and I'm looking for a dude, I need him to be like Michael Ealy, bitch. Like, perfect, okay? Like, Michael Ealy, perfect, okay? I am not settling for nobody short, nobody like 1,000 pounds, okay? And I'm not talking about like grown man weight. I'm talking about 1,000 pounds in a few years, you're gonna be in a chair, okay? I'm not dealing with nobody with a whole bunch of tattoos and shit in their face. I'm not dealing with nobody whose teeth messed up, no job, no car, living with your mama. I'm not about to, My standards is high, okay? So if I find somebody that fits that criteria, honey, I'm going to try to bag it and tag it as quickly as I can, like, that's just me. If I find you and if I go on a date with you, please understand that I probably seriously would consider being with you for real, because I'm not even going to go on a date with somebody that I don't even already feel like we have something in common with, especially now. Like, I mean, I'm grown, but whenever I was a kid, girl, I was just sitting down and having dinner with anybody. But now that I'm grown, it's a little bit different. So that's another thing too. How old you are depends. But again, as a serial monogamist, when I find somebody and I like them, I'm only focused on them. So it's kind of like a relationship kind of forms without you even having to try to make it form, because it's kind of like you're only dealing with me, I'm only dealing with you. You really like me, I really like you. Might as well just make it official. That's usually how it always happens. I don't recommend that, but that's just how it always happens. So I, in the past, have gotten into relationships very, very quickly. Never again in my life. Never again in my life. My dating period, my vetting period of me being with someone, dating them, whatever, girl, you're gonna have to give me 8 months to a year, period. I don't give a damn. I don't care. It also depends on what you're looking for too. At my big age and at my grown age, like, I'm not interested in like boyfriends. Like, I'm not looking for a boyfriend, you know, like, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a boyfriend, if you're just looking for a girlfriend, you know, that's a different vibe. But if you are looking for a spouse, If you are looking for a wife, if you're looking for a husband, if you're looking for somebody you can have children with, spend the rest of your life with, if you're trying to make sure someone has the same moral values that you do, it's a completely different thing when you're looking for a spouse. So when you're looking for a spouse, you need to vet them. You need to vet them, honey. You need to keep it in. You need to make sure, girl. You need to make sure. Because when you enter that relationship, you're preparing to invest in the future with that person. You know, so you have to be real with yourself. Like, hey, this is everything that I want in a spouse. Do you have those things? If you don't have them, bye. I feel like a lot of times we get into relationships before we can even see who these people are or see what they even have. Like, you don't know a motherfucker after a month. You just don't. You might know that you want them and you don't want nobody else to know them. But do you really know them enough to enter a serious committed relationship with them? Now, again, that's if you're not really like dating to find like a spouse or something. You can date around and find a spouse. You can date around and find a spouse. You don't have to be in 18,000 serious relationships to find a spouse. You know what I'm saying? You can date around and have options and pick your spouse from them options or pick your spouse as they come in. But just like 5-year boyfriend here, 6-year boyfriend here, 2-year boyfriend here, 3-year boyfriend here, looking for a spouse? Girl, what? That's crazy. It's not happening. There is no boyfriend unless there is a spouse coming right after it. Like, meaning there is no boyfriend unless his boyfriend is about to level up into a husband. Okay, period. Like, if that ain't the stepping stone, then we don't even need to get there. Okay, so you need to date for a minute, honey. You need to date for a minute. Like, I would want the person to be damn near be like in love with me, like damn near ready to like propose to me by the time I was even like, okay, we can be in a serious committed relationship. I don't care if that sounds crazy. I don't care how it sounds. I made my decision. I made up my mind, period. Okay, so I think you need to wait a little minute because a lot can change, you know, and obviously when you first meet somebody, they're putting on the best version of themselves. And sometimes that's a really, really good version, but typically someone is the best version of themselves. And also, you can't ever assume that you're the only person that someone is talking to. A lot of times, I mean, for me, you usually are the only person I'm talking to because, like I said, serial monogamy, something is wrong with me. Like, literally, if I go on a date with somebody and I like them, I will cut off everybody that same day. Okay, period. That's just how I am. But you usually can't just assume that. So it's like, you want to give them time to leave these people, not break up, but, you know, leave like the extra pass around, you know, cut off all their options so they can really focus on you. Now, whenever the options go away, that might take a good 1.5, 2 months for them to cut off all the options. And now you really have to see how they are by themselves, like without other people in the background, without other distractions, because you might really like somebody, but you might like them in conjunction with the other members of your team, okay? When they're the only person playing on the team, you might be like, okay, this one is not enough. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make sure that they are enough without everybody else in the background, without everybody else in your team. That should probably take another like solid 2.5, 3 months. Solid. Now you're at a good, 4 or 5 months? Girl, that's barely a season and a half? We can do better than a season and a half. Girl, I'm sorry, but y'all better wait and see, okay? Like, relationships are not nothing to play with. Mind you, I have 2 different earrings in it, if you've noticed. Relationships are nothing to play with, girl. Like, especially if you are in a heterosexual relationship and you are having sex with these men, unprotected sex with these men, where you could be getting an STD, an STI, BV, where you could be getting, you know, like yeast infections, where you could be getting UTIs fucking with these niggas, these nasty ass niggas. And even worse, a baby. Girl, there's a lot at stake, okay? You cannot just be getting into relationship. Girl, you cannot be doing it. They have a lot of people that got babies for each one of their boyfriends. It don't make no sense. It don't make no way. It don't make no how, okay? Again, like I said in my other video, you cannot be living with every person that you date. Like, you do not need to be getting in full-fledged relationships with every person that you date because a breakup fucking sucks. It doesn't matter how the breakup is. Breakups are not fun. It don't matter. Even if you have to, you know, like, if you got to try to see who gonna get the money out the bank account, if y'all got a group bank account, if y'all have children together, if y'all have pets together, if somebody's, you know, like if y'all have to move out or somebody's to move in, or maybe y'all have a car together or something like that. Like, you cannot be doing that with everybody. You have to vet people. You really have to vet them. Like, a lot comes in relationships now. Like, as you get older, a lot comes in relationships. Like, you might have somebody on the same phone plan as you. You might have them on your internet. You might add them on your Netflix and stuff, even though that's small shit. But still, you know, like, now I feel like when we get into relationships, we are immediately joining our lives together immediately. a lot of times you're going to move in, you're going to get a pet together, you're going to start saving together for maybe a trip or something like that. You're going to invest money, you're going to invest time, you're going to invest your body because you don't know what the fuck they doing or what the fuck they've been doing. So you're investing a lot. You cannot be investing that much in houses, animals, children, finances. Like, that's not no small. Those are like future investments. Those are not small investments. So you cannot just be doing all these small little investments. You can't be doing these investments with all of these people. That's too much. You ain't gonna have nothing left. You ain't gonna have nothing left. You gonna be 30 and then have 25 roommates living with all them different men. It's It's better to just not get into a relationship unless you are sure. Sure. Okay? That's how I feel. Like, if you know that you have certain values, do not get with nobody if you see that they don't have them values and you're like, oh, maybe I can change. Maybe I can change them. Maybe they'll end up coming around. Or maybe we'll be able to make it. You won't be able to make it work. Nobody will come around. It will not work. It will not happen. You have to be realistic. You gotta be realistic. Like, you have to be realistic with yourself. You have to know what you want and how you plan on getting what you want. Okay? Because you're not gonna get what you want. You're not going to get what you want, okay? Just hopping into relationship after relationship after relationship, not really knowing people like that. Girl, you don't really know them, and half the time they be lying. You talking to somebody like, oh yeah, I like to work out. They working out hard as a motherfucker for the first 2 months. After that, you can't get their ass to pick up their feet. You should have waited. You should have vetted a little bit better. And also, it takes time for you to meet their friends, possibly be around their family. You know what I'm saying? Not saying they got to be around your friends or family, but things change as time goes by, okay? Y'all have to give people a chance to get out of that honeymoon shit phase. I'm not talking to people who are already in relationships I'm talking about people who are dating as adults. Like, there's a way that you date as an adult. Like, when you're looking for a spouse and or looking for a girlfriend or boyfriend, those are two different things. When you're looking for a spouse, there's different ways to date. You cannot just be dating anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that simple. It can't just be, I like you, you like me, we like the same color things, we got the same color, let's get in a relationship. Baby, no. Not these days. You got to vet these people, okay? You got to vet them. It depends on what you're looking for. Yes, if you're just looking for a relationship just to do it, shit, date them for a week, who cares? But if you're trying to find a spouse, honey, they have to be vetted, okay? And if you know you're going to be with them forever, then girl, there's no rush because they'll be there forever, right? If they're supposed to be with you, and anybody who is an adult who knows like how adult relationships go and have been in the relationships as an adult will understand. Anybody that's an adult and has been in relationships as an adult will understand, okay? Like, we need to vet each other because just like you vetting them, making sure that they're good for you, they need to be doing the same thing. Nobody should want to jump into a relationship after like a month of talking to somebody. Like, yes, you might like me, of course. Like, I expect, especially as a woman, I expect you to like me, nigga. I expect you to want to, how many of us done turned down proposes for men? The turn down offers for men. Like, I expect that. It's up to us, okay, to be like, you know what, sir? I'm going to need a little bit more time for you. You know what, sir? I'm going to need you to show me a little bit more because this is not enough. I'm going to need to see a little bit more. And there's nothing wrong with seeing a little bit more, okay? Now, I'm not saying that, you know, if somebody is coming straight out the heavens on a cloud that you're supposed to make them sit there and wait. But just make sure that you know. And however long it takes for you to know is how long you need to take. If you know in 3 months, like you know, then okay, do your thing, baby. If you know in 3 years, do your thing, baby. It's up to you. But just make sure that you know, because dating as an adult, if y'all want me to do a video on that, I can. Dating as a kid and dating as an adult, because I feel like I'm grown now. And it's very different. Like, you have to, it's not the same. So you're just not playing no more. Basically, you're just not fucking playing no more. Shit happens very quickly. It's very easy to like somebody, get in a relationship with them, move in with them, end up having a baby with them. 5 years later, you are not married. You do not have no ring. You are not happy, but you don't know what the fuck to do. It's very easy to get like that, and there are a lot of people like that. If you would have vetted that man, you would have known that you did not want to be with him. You got to vet people. You just got to vet them. Especially if one of y'all have a place and the other person don't, or one person have a car and the other person don't. Especially if there's codependency there, girl. When people are codependent, they are very vulnerable. And if anything looks good and completes them, they will jump on it. When you're dating as an adult, you got to think a little bit differently. You got to think a little bit more clearly, girl. Okay, y'all. I hope y'all like this video about how long I think you should date people before y'all get into relationships. Let me know what y'all said down below. And I mean, hey, if you have anything else that you want to see me talk about, make sure that you leave it down below in the comment section as well, so I can make the video. Follow me on all of my social media. Like this video. Share it to somebody who needs to see it, girl. Or just share it just because, baby, because somebody gonna see it. And they're going to click on it and they're going to share it too, okay? So, yes, thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.